everyone. Hello. So, good morning. We are going to be doing the About You and Your Person reading today. And let's do our regular check or sound check. While I'm doing that, we have the dog for pile A or group A. And then we have the bee for group B, literally. All right, so let's do this. Hi, sound check. Okay, great. Okay, all right. So here we go. Here we go. Let's just do our little intro. Hi, guys. Hi again. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. In this timeless reading, you can choose one of two animal energy cards to signify you and your situation. This side, A and B, could be connected, or they might just be two separate stories. If you don't connect with either side, you can choose one of the other readings on my channel. I ask you to give a like and subscribe as support for the work that I am doing here. All right, so let's get going. All right, it's Sunday. How are we doing? Group A. Group A. If you chose Group A, the dog, then this is what we have. Let's see what's happening in your situation. For Group A, please. For Group A. For Group A. For Group A. All right. Something came out. Knight of Wands. Okay. Eight of Swords. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. And in hidden, this Seven of Swords. A lot of sword energy. The Knight of Wands here, indicating that in the situation, there was a kind of, or there is actually a kind of passion. There's a kind of interest here between you and this person. Eight of Swords indicating to me that despite this, there are some blockages here. So somebody on one side is like having either limitations, either mentally or just in terms of actually practically making something work. The Ten of Swords then indicates to me that because of this is the thing that people couldn't overcome. There is a sense that maybe things could be feeling final, but with the Seven of Swords, I think there's something here about not being able to trust something, not being able to trust the actions, or feeling like something was hidden from you. And this could have been quite shocking for one of you, one or two of you. Let's look a little bit more at this Eight of Swords, because I feel like this is your challenge. Knight of Pentacles. All right, okay, somebody, I kind of feel like you're dealing with, this is one of those readings where you have people of different temperaments. And I kind of feel like one person wanted this to have a certain pace, right? With that Knight of Wands, it's wanting something to happen in a quickness. So like, I feel this strongly about you. I feel attracted to you in a certain way. So let's like make this happen, right? What are we waiting on? Two of Cups here. This is like, let's make that happen. And you can, see where you fall on that side. But I kind of feel like that has been that kind of speed or wanting things to happen quickly has been a little bit disruptive to the connection. One of you is on the Knight of Pentacles mode, which this is Virgo-y energy. So what I'm saying when I talk about temperaments is you could have somebody who's a little bit more fiery. So Knight of Wands being like Sagittarian energy, Leo, Aries, and this Knight of Pentacles being earthy energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Now, why that's important is that in general, these people astrologically have a different type of way of processing or going about connections. If you're a more of an earth sign, you might want to take your time, right? You might just want to build slowly because the feeling is that that creates a more secure, solid bond. And you're going to get to the point anyways, right? But Knight of Wands, that kind of fiery energy, tends to be somebody that says, well, let's just go with what we feel. Let's just go with the passion. And that is something that we can build on. No, that's just two ways of going about it. I'm not saying who's wrong or right, but it feels like this was going a little bit too slowly for somebody. Let's look at this Knight of Wands energy here. The World. Okay. It's like wanting to have success, right? Okay, so in this situation, between you and your person, I saw a Queen of Pentacles before, and now we have a King of Cups. This is somebody that has feelings but doesn't necessarily want to show it. But in some ways, you might need to do that if you are going to want to speed up a situation. So you kind of have people, it's almost like I got their intention wrong, or because something is not happening or somebody's not reflecting my energy back, then we're thinking that it's over, or we're thinking that, this isn't going to work. So let's just see here with the Ten of Swords. Strength. Okay, somebody here amongst the two of you is trying to find the courage to end this. I don't know why people feel it needs to be ended, because I do see that there is attraction. I think it's just that one person doesn't trust. If you're not returning my feelings in the same way, maybe I'm not trusting that you have my best interest at heart. Page of Cups, though, it would be a shame. And the King of Cups. All right, so if I'm to look at this as two people, this could really be somebody who they both have feelings, right? But one has a kind of more mature way of going about it, or a kind of more mature understanding or balanced understanding of what's happening between us. Page of Cups here is somebody is feeling a lot. I almost think of this as sometimes as like the crush card. So somebody's feeling like, a lot more like what those kind of giddy feelings, like I have a crush on somebody, and the other person's like, this is deeper. It's like maybe I love this person. So the feelings are there for sure, but ooh, that's so nice. Two of Cups. So yeah, that's what I was saying. This is a connection where there's two people that clearly have feelings for each other. Maybe their approach to the situation is a little different, and maybe that's what's causing this kind of strife energy. Two of Cups is this, you two are like, you two are a couple. You might be different. These two are very different, right? But you are in support of each other in ways that might not be seen here. Let's see what's beneath here. Five of Swords. This is telling me that somebody here, maybe both of you, if we take ownership, maybe both are in some way contributing to sometimes the Five of Swords for me is like a self-sabotage card. It's like maybe we can pause and think about things differently. But I'm going to get advice here. Let's see the advice for both of you. Advice, please, for Group A. Oh, we got two cards. The Hangman and the Four of Swords. All right, this is something about, all right, maybe because things were rushed and there was a lot of like chemistry, passion, and the other person, it's not that the other person doesn't return that, but we just want to make sure, there's two people, right? You and me. The hanged man is saying that we need to take some time to see things in a new way. Maybe we slow down a little bit. Maybe we just pause a little bit. For our swords, there's some things that we have to heal between us. There's a kind of we just need to, if there are tensions, we need to just take a little time, each person resolve their feelings. And with this Eight of Pentacles, right, it's the wanting to work things out card. Yeah, all right, so let's grab one of our DBT cards here for you. Tell us about Group A. What does Group A need to know? All right, we got card 84. Yeah, I don't even have to read this, and I see that this is what this connection is. There's something here that is coming up as an issue between the two of you. It's reducing unhelpful fear, anxiety. Do you remember we saw the Knight of Wands here? I think it's here. This is somebody that is a little bit anxious. Sometimes that Knight of Wands energy can be somebody wanting to make something happen quickly. I feel this passion. I have to act quickly because I don't necessarily trust that this will be here later. Reducing unhelpful fear. All right, let's just read a little bit of that. If you've determined your fear is unjustified or ineffective, consider suggestions for opposite actions. Okay, so doing something you're afraid of and checking the facts. All right, I think that has some useful tips here, because if you think that the person that you're interested in is just taking too long, therefore that means that they're not interested. The checking the facts part is actually really useful, because we can then figure out, okay, is this person interested in me? Okay, did they call me? Do they do the things that people who like me do? Did they give me some kind of sign or attention? Like, did they invite me somewhere? Did we hang out? Sometimes, this is a kind of common scenario for some people. If you're anxious, like somebody might be quiet, like just be very reserved when they are anxious, but the other person, if you're anxious, you might talk a lot, or you might just be better at conversation. And you go out with somebody and the other person doesn't talk as much, and we feel that, oh, this person doesn't like me like that, so I'm not going to go out. But it's like, check the facts. It's like, you could be, I know it feels like the meaning of that is they don't like me, but allow things to kind of simmer a little bit, and you can confirm with each thing. Are they showing up? Are they calling? Are they interested to hear me? It doesn't, like, you might be attaching a lot of feeling to, like, they don't talk a lot like me. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that's just a kind of simple explanation of the situation here. All right, group A, you are the dog energy. The dog anyways is kind of faithful, so I do think that this is a good sign for you and your person. But whatever anxiety there is, I think it's like seeing each other eye to eye and allowing things to just kind of take a little bit of time to chill, and then you can reapproach it in that way where we are saying, okay, let's just be aware of the anxiety we have with each other. All right, so that's it for group A. Thank you. And if that resonated with you, please do give a like, subscribe, and all the things. So now we're going to go to group B. Group B is this B card. All right. So if you chose the B card from the thumbnail, then let's go. All right. What is happening between Group B and their person? Oh, I almost said 5 of Wands. That's a 3 of Wands. All right. What else is happening? All right. We have the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles. All right. This is feeling to me like we have 2 people that there's a lot of like waiting around, wanting communication, wanting clarity, but like it's there's tension. There's like trying to decide if something is kind of right for you. 10 of Cups. All right. I kind of feel like somebody in this connection actually misses the other person. This group feels like people who have been separated or have some kind of rift at this moment. 10 of Cups is that happiness that we had. So we used to have that happiness, but now I feel that I don't have you in my life type of energy. Somebody here could be wanting to speak to the other, like let's clear things up, let's be truthful with each other. There is motivation. So this also is not a group where I think people are saying I don't want anything to do with the other person. This feels to me like a couple or a set of people that they are working things through as they go. All right, and so let's also see now 3 of Wands. Tell me about this 3 of Wands. Let's clarify a little bit. 5 of Swords. Okay, so it almost feels like there's hesitation. Somebody holding back because they wanted to see, if I hold back, what would happen? I hope that's not what's happening here. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. There's a lot of hesitation in this situation. I'm going to tell you. It's like almost like trust is difficult. 2 of Swords is the Sun and Judgment. All right, this is what I was looking for. There's a good sign here because it feels like there's a lot before this, right? These cards before this, to me, it's a timeline. Before this, there's a lot of like mistrust. I don't know if I should invest in this. One person might be saying, I don't know if I should, like, should I keep waiting on this person? One person might be it. I'm gonna just say it outright. It does feel like a little bit of game playing in this situation, like somebody else keeping the other person waiting. Ace of Swords here with the Ace of Swords. It's knowing that there's certain blockages and limitations that have been set up. Maybe one person is just not seeing things in the way the other is, so there's like a lack of meeting eye to eye, but it's like wanting clarity, right? But it kind of feels like somebody shielding themselves from the truth. So we do have to think about these things. It's like we want clarity, we want to communicate, but we're not really effectively communicating. So therefore, we're getting ourselves in a kind of muddle with each other. 2 of Swords here. Yeah, it's like we can't quite find the right footing. We can't quite find the footing to kind of go together. But when I look at these clarifier cards, this is great to me because there's an optimism about restarting the situation. There's some kind of like how do I say, positive thinking wins out in this situation. Positive thinking frames things properly in this situation. There does feel like a lot of like I can't decide fully. I have other options, and when you introduce one connection and many other people and many other energies, it does create a lot of tension, distrust, because in a way, I think people can pick that up, and nobody likes feeling like they are a choice. People want to feel like they are your choice. Um, but there is the sun judgment. It does feel like if we think positively, something great could happen. Let's get some advice and insight here. Okay, please give us some. Oh, that jumped out. Okay, two of wands. Yeah. All right, let me get one more. Yeah. All right. So, two of wands is telling me that we have to choose the path. We have to go towards the direction that we want to in order to have safety, security, right? We want to make sure things are solid between us. You actually have to make that choice. So each of you in this situation group B, you have to make the choice to go towards a more solid foundation. What does that look like for you? It will differ by person. Five of Cups is telling me that there's some kind of emotional hurt between you or some regret. So those things that you feel like you regretted doing in the past, or the things that your partner or your person is, kind of expressing sadness about, those are the things we have to address. Yeah, because those things are gonna, with the Nine of Swords, is telling me like these things are going to kind of pile up in this connection and create like a lot of tension between us. There's already tension, right? I can see that from your cards. So let's get one of our DBT cards for this connection. All right, we got 85. Okay, it says reducing unhelpful love. Act opposite to ineffective love or romantic obsession. And I think this is actually really appropriate for this group as well, because as I was saying, they just came across like a little bit of game playing, because there's anxiety, there's maybe well, I kind of think it's like people not wanting to be vulnerable or putting roadblocks in the way. So like one person might actually not believe that they are like worthy of this, connection. And it says if you've determined love is unjustified or ineffective for you, that is, you love someone who repeatedly harms you, or a romantic obsession is causing you problems, consider these suggestions. So we have to get into like pleasant emotions outside of the person. So maybe we need to like put more of our energy on our friends, our family, not putting everything on the person to get from that person. I hope I'm explaining myself well. Practice self-validation. I think this is going to actually be key, because sometimes we do this kind of gameplay because we feel insecure. We don't know if we can get our feelings met by that person. But if you can validate yourself, and this goes for anybody on either side of this connection, right? If you can validate yourself, a lot of what you kind of seek and actually creates issues, this kind of power struggle energy, like I need you to do this so that I can feel that way type of thing, is going to be easier. And it's also for those people that if this is like one of those like situations where this can feel very overpowering, this type of connection, because it's mixing like strong emotions together, then I think it's the Two of Swords I'm looking for. Yeah, this kind of tension can create a very kind of strong like obsessive type of energy, and you just want to make sure that you kind of balance things so that you can get to where you want to. Now, I don't think that this is a situation where everything is thrown away. I don't think so. I just think it's like how people are approaching it. No, I didn't do this for group A, but your B card I want to read just an extra message for you guys because I think it might be useful. I have a hint it might be useful for you. It says the bee is essential to many ecosystems, responsible for pollinating the trees, bushes, and plants that provide delicious berries, seeds, and fruit for other animals and birds to eat. Bees give color and richness to the natural world, pollinating flowers and producing honey. These industrious creatures are embedded with yellow and black stripes, and that yellow shares with us all the vitality of the sun and the amber sweetness of what life can bring. Bees work together to serve their queen, with every bee aware and disciplined on what their role is in the kingdom. The bee offers you focus, shifting your awareness away from distractions so that you become as functional and productive as possible. Draw from the brightness of the sun and embrace yellow as a boost to your energy levels. The bee teaches you to be a part of your team, to concentrate on your niche, do more of what you are good at. That is when you will hit your sweet spot sooner. All right, I kind of like that because one, I think if you take that towards this situation, focus more on the things that are working here. And let's not dwell on the things that we want to kind of force or happen because we need that to kind of validate anything. The sun is here and judgment. So I just want to remind you of that if you are um, feeling like this is hopeless in any way. The sun is the most optimistic card in the deck, and judgment is just that. It's let's come to life, let's restart, let's realize things that are there, and with that energy, we can move forward. All right, guys, so this is the end of your reading. If you like this, if you felt it was relevant, please do give a like, of course, comment and subscribe. And I would love to see you here for the next reading. I think the next one is going to be what you need to know, or it could be a messages from the universe. All right, so take care. Wishing you all the best.